Hello lovely colouring friends, my name's Amanda and this is my channel Amanda Colours. Did you know that Miss Piggy and Yoda have something in common? Well, they do. They were voiced by the same actor or puppeteer and his name was Frank Oz. So there you go. Emerald wants to say hello, hi everyone. And yeah, so we are here today to show you my completed pages for the month of April. So it's been a bit of an interesting month. I feel like I've actually done quite a lot of colouring, but there were many days I didn't colour. So I must, like, I know I often colour more than one page in a day, especially if it's a simple sort of page, but yeah. So, but I actually wanted to start off first with some pages that a little friend of mine coloured for me. So I have a really close friend who originally lived in London, and I went and stayed with her for a couple of months about 10 years ago. Well, not about, exactly 10 years ago. And we are really good friends. But then a couple of years after I was in London, she moved to Dubai and has been living there ever since. And she and her husband and kids came to Australia during April, which was really exciting. Her husband's brother was getting married, and they live about an hour away from where I now live. So it was so amazing to get to see them. But her beautiful, as of yesterday, 12-year-old daughter, Phoebe, vaguely remembers me from when I visited London. She had her second birthday when I was there, and she's seen lots of videos and photos and things of when I was there. But anyway, she's the most beautiful little girl, and she did some colouring for me because she knows that I like to colour. So firstly, she coloured this one, which is just so sweet. I don't think she knows how much I love turtles, but I did tell her afterwards. But yeah, she's done it so beautifully. I think she did this on the plane on the way over. And then she also did this one, which is also beautiful. She's done such a great job with all the colours, which is so sweet. And then during the day while she was here, she also coloured this one for me, and I asked her if they had names. And apparently this is Manda 1, Manda 2, and Manda 3. So there you go. Very cute. And then I also gave her and her little brother Zach these books to do some painting in, and she did this one, which is very good. And then Zach, who is 9, did, oh, he did a couple actually. I did that one, and then he did this one and this one. So very cool. It goes to show you just how friendly these books are for kids. And I actually love that he blended the colors so much. Like, I think it looks really cool. So yeah, I just wanted to show you those because I thought that was really sweet. And next up I have a whole bunch of diamond paintings that I did because I found that was working quite well for me this month. But there were also some in here that I had done previously that I don't think I've shown you, so I wanted to show you those as well. So these are from the Paint Gem diamond painting kits, and they're these smaller sizes, which I absolutely love. And a beautiful friend here from YouTube sent me a couple of kits for my birthday in December last year, and this is one of them, the butterfly kit. So I just love them. They're so pretty and they sparkle. So there's that one, and this one, so pretty. And then some of these are ones I did previously. So this one, this one. I'm actually curious to find out if anyone else who does diamond painting, do you find it really hard with the black ones? I think it's because I'm over 40 now. I find it hard to see them properly. Does anyone else have that problem? Like trying to line them up and things like that? Anyway, I'm sure it's just because my eyes are getting old. This one... This one, they're so pretty. And actually on the packaging, it does tell you the name of each of these butterflies. But I don't have that with me, so. And then this one I did, I'm doing a from the birthstone kit, and I'm doing the birthstone for each month. So for April is the diamond. So that's that one. Get some shine on our diamond. Woo! And then I also did a bunch from the museum set. So they're all famous paintings. So we have Mona Lisa, and these ones are really quite small. We have the Mona Lisa. We have Mr. Appleface Man. I can't remember what this one is called. My art teacher would be very disappointed because I actually did the highest level of art theory, learning all the history and stuff of art, but anyway. Then we have Girl with a Pearl Earring. There is a movie on this artwork. I don't think it's actually, I don't know if it's historically correct or not, but it's got Scarlett Johansson in it, and it's a very good movie, so if you're interested, check it out. And then this is by Edvard Munch, I think. Can't remember. And then this one is actually, it looks like it's from the museum series, and I think it might be, but it's actually from the mystery series. So these ones actually, so all the other ones, before you put all the gems on, there is the numbers for the gems, but there's also the color printed. So you have a bit of an idea of what the picture already is. These ones from the mystery set, they're just grey. So with the numbers, so you have no idea what the picture is going to be until you start doing it. So this is Vincent van Gogh, self-portrait. And then this was from the mystery set as well, but it is actually from the space set. So we have a couple of asteroids or meteors or something. And then this one I really enjoyed doing. This is from the Herstory, so Women from History set, and it's a bigger one. And as you can see, it's Marilyn Monroe. And doing this actually made me decide I wanted to try doing a bigger diamond painting, which I didn't think I would ever be interested in doing, but turns out I am. So I've actually ordered a couple from, one from Temu. So we'll see what that is like when it comes. And then this one, again, still in the mystery series, but it was from the space set. Obviously I had trouble with the dark blue as well because I got gaps. But anyway, this one was also from the mystery series, and it is from the National Parks set. And then, as you can see, I really got into it. This one is from the Mandala set, and I really like this set. They're really, really pretty when they're finished. Like, look at the colours in that. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. And then the very last one is this one. So as I said, I didn't do all of these this month, but I did do quite a lot of them. So that was a whole lot of fun. Now let's get into our colouring books. Okay, so starting from, I keep going the wrong way, sorry, from the smallest of the books, which is Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. And Disney Meg's Colouring and I are doing this together as a project book. And we do three, oh, it's hard to do that with my brace on. We do three 3 pages a month because we're really trying to get the book finished. So the first page we did was this one, and she's actually called the April Fairy. In the front of the book, they're all actually named. So yeah, this is the April Fairy. And for all of these, I used my Copic markers, dual metallic gel pens, and clear glaze pen for the eyes to make them shiny. And I also used some Winsor & Newton iridescent medium on her wing there. So this is mine, and this is Megan's page. She's done a beautiful job. I just love seeing how different people colour different pages differently. And then the second one we did was the Alice in Wonderland page. And again, pretty much all the same mediums. Gloss on their eyes. And here's Megan's. Another beautiful page. And then the last one we did this month was this one. So again, all the same mediums. I use gloss on her eyes and her lips. And yeah, just very cute. And this is Megan's. So yeah, I think we both did pretty good, and I really enjoy colouring this book, and yeah, we are making good progress. Next up, I have joined the Colour Along by Lavelia, and it is the Boule de Poil. I looked it up, I think that's how you say it, Boule de Poil, and it means fur balls or hair balls, yeah, so she's doing a colour along in this book, and she chooses a different page every month, and I did some catch up this month, but I'm now up to date with the colour along, so that's good. So the first one I did was this one, and let me tell you, it was a bit of a drama. So I had purchased a new masking fluid, which you can put over areas that you don't want watercolor or paints or whatever to go on. And then I did all the background in the Neo Color 2s, but I didn't let it dry properly. And so then I started to try and remove the watercolor the masking fluid, and I don't know if you can see, but all this paper ripped up. And I was so sad because I love this book and I want to keep this book and like finish it and keep it as, you know, a book I really love. So I was so disappointed. But anyway, I ended up being able to draw the face back in and draw, you know, some of the details back in with a grey pencil and finish colouring it. And I think I've saved it okay, but yeah, it was very, very disappointing. So I've used my Neo Color 2s in the background. I've used my Artex pencils and Toolyart acrylic paint pens as well. And now this picture is actually, as with a lot of Hatchet Hero books, they have this section in the back that is like papers that you can use for writing letters, and they have a picture on the front. And 2 of the pages I've already coloured are actually in there. So there's this one and this one. And I am glad there is another one so I can at least colour it without ruining it. But I kind of wish I'd ruined this one and not the one in the front of the book. But also usually my plan when I do have books like this, if I colour a page that's repeated, I then do, like for a colour along or something, I then do the second page during the same month. But I just didn't this month. And then the page that was actually for this, so that was a catch-up page, and the page that's actually for this month is this barbecue page. And I'd seen a really cute barbecue in the store fairly recently. Mum and I were looking at purchasing it, and it was a really lovely minty green colour, so I decided to do that there. And I've used lots of different things here. I actually used Tombow markers to base the background, And then I used Artex pencils for the detail over the top. I used the Uniball Sino Signo silver for some details, and also the white. And I also use Gamsol in the sky to help smooth out my coloured pencils and help blend them a little bit. So I'm really happy with that. I think it's a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing what page we will be doing next month. Then I am continuing to make progress in my Disney Portraits book. Again, I mostly use this book to colour the Disney prompts that we have in our scavenger hunt in the Facebook group that Disney Meg's Colouring and I co-host together. So if you'd like to join the group, you are absolutely more than welcome. There is a link in the description always. So yeah, just click on that and answer the questions and you're able to join. And we do lots and lots of fun colour-alongs and prompts and scavenger hunts and all sorts of things in there. So yeah, you're more than welcome to join us. So I've done a number in here for this month. So actually I did extras this month. So I did, Megan also does a hashtag every month, her ABC challenge, where she chooses a letter of the alphabet and then encourages us to colour anything to do with that letter. And her letter for April was B, so I did Buzz Lightyear. And throughout all of this book, I've used my Dough and Inktense pencils. And then for skin colour, I use the Crayola Colours of the World pencils, and then various metallic gel pens and things like that. So yeah, that's what I've done there. So we have Buzz. We have Belle, and she was actually one of our prompts for the Facebook group. And I have done, there is metallic gold in amongst all the lace. And then we have Jasmine, and she was for another prompt in the Facebook group. Again, I've done metallic highlights and things like that. I actually really like how this page has turned out. And then we have Pocahontas, and she was for the Facebook group as well. And there is also gold metallic in the background. Then Cheshire Cat was also for the prompts in the Facebook group. He freaks me out. I don't really like him very much, but anyway. And then we have, I think his name is Banger. I asked in my in the Facebook group who he was, because I had no idea what this character was. Didn't even know what creature he was. Turns out he's a honey badger. And he's from the Lion King like TV series that was on the Disney Channel, something like that. So I did him because he starts with B as well. And then Bing Bong, because he starts with B. I mean, really, I'm just finding excuses to get more in this book done to get closer to finishing it, because I feel like I'm so close, and then I keep finding more pages I haven't done. And then we have Aurora. She was one of our prompts as well. Again, I've put metallic in the background. And then, as I was saying before, how there's like sometimes doubles in these books, I also did the second Pocahontas, and I actually like this one better. It was so simple. I just did a rainbow background and then outlined all the background in the Sakura Stardust clear pen to have shine, but I really, really like how it turned out. Looks like a sunset or what have you, or a Native American quilt or something. I just really like it. I think it turned out really well. So there are still, I don't know, 20 something pages left in here, but I am getting there. I'm getting there, people. Okay, next up is my first page in this book, and it is a new colour along that I am hosting called AC Doggy Doodles. and I'm choosing some pages out of here every month, putting them up for you guys to vote on in the community tab here on YouTube. And the page that was chosen for April, actually no, I just chose April because I just decided to start the tag. So I chose one of my favorite pages, which was this little Mexican Chihuahua in his sombrero in the desert, and I really love it. I think it turned out great. So I've used Copic markers and Sakura metallic gel pens. Lots of fun. And the page we are colouring for May is this one, which I have called Pablo Picasso. I like a good pun, what can I say? So yeah, if you want to join us, you are more than welcome. Just colour this page of the book and post it to Instagram using the hashtag AC Doggy Doodles before the 27th of May. So there is that, or you can post it in the Facebook group as well. So that's Doggy Doodles. And then I also run a Sea of Colours, where again, you guys vote on the page that you would like to colour in the month, and the page that was chosen for April was the Lighthouse. And I like to use water-based mediums in this book, seeing it's a water-themed book. And I have used my Doe Intense pencils, some, oh, I missed a bit. Some of the Art Spirits, like holographic watercolor paint, and then clear glaze on the life ring and the bottle, and a bit on the shell, and white and metallic Signo gel pen. So that's a lot of fun. Shine and stuff. Can't believe I missed that. I've looked at this page so many times and only just noticed it now. There you go. I'll have to go. And I also didn't date it. I was not on the ball that day. There you go. So that's a Sea of Colours. Then I actually got a new book. There has been a trend I've noticed. Well, I really love TikTok, and I've started getting all these videos of people colouring super simple colouring books with alcohol markers, and it's just like, it's so therapeutic to watch, and I have sort of become fascinated by it and thought, oh, I wonder if it's as therapeutic to colour. So I saw that Coco Wyo had very recently brought this book out, Cute and Groovy, and it's a very, very basic colouring book, but my goodness, I am loving it so much. So I've actually done a bunch of pages because you can just get them done so quickly, and it's perfect for, like, you know, my hands haven't been working very well this month, and so I haven't done a lot of pencil colouring because of that, especially towards the end of the month. But anyway, the other thing is my mum has started getting into making little cards and things for her friends who we don't live near anymore, and, you know, doing some paper crafts and things. And so she actually bought some Ohuhu markers because I recommended them to her because they're so much cheaper than Copics, and I know that so many of you love the Ohuhu markers, and I had never used them. So anyway, they arrived, and she let me use them for this book. So I'm really enjoying using those as well. So the hype is worth it. Everyone who says they love the Ohuhu markers, I totally agree, and I totally get it. And if I didn't already have so many Copic markers, I would be absolutely creating a full set of the Ohuhus for myself. So you don't have to buy Copics to get a good result. Anyway, so yes, I coloured this with Ohuhu markers. I coloured this one. I kept going out of the lines. I was a bit annoyed. I don't really love this one, but I really like all the rest of them. So there's this one. Although I kind of feel like they should have flipped them the other way, so it's actually the way that you would put it on your fingers, because this way they almost look like teeth. But anyway, that's just a me thing. I love how this one turned out. This is from the Ohuhu Pastel set. It's a 96 set. that my mum got, and the colors are so pretty. So I did this one, and I also used some Posca Silver marker on this page. And then this one, and I'm just colouring it super simply, and basic, bright, fun colours. This one was a lot of fun as well. Got a rotary phone. And this one. And I coloured all of those just in like 2 evenings. So I don't think it will take me I mean, there's 50 pages in this book, but I don't think it will take me very long to finish it because I'm enjoying it so much. But yes, that is Cute and Groovy by Coco Wyo. Then I am continuing on with the project book that Megan and I and a whole bunch of other people are doing. We do a double page spread in Ivy and the Inky Butterfly every month, going from beginning to end, and the pages for this month were this, and I was really worried because I knew that my hand wasn't going to hold up to doing a whole lot of pencil coloring, and that's what I'm doing in this book. I'm pencil coloring, and I want to keep it consistent. But I did have the idea that a couple of months ago we did this page, and I was also having trouble with my hands that month. So what I did was I did a soft pencil gradient of rainbow in the background, which you can probably see a bit better here. And then I went over the top of it with color gel pens. So I decided that that is what I would, because I'd already done it, it would still be consistent. So that's what I did for this page. So I used mostly my Brutfina macaron pencils, and then various gel pens and metallic pens and things like that. And I have had a request to show how I do the background, so a video for that will be coming up when I sort of have a bit more of my colouring video making mojo back, and when my hands aren't killing me and all that sort of thing. So it is coming. You might just have to wait a little while, so I do appreciate your patience. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this page came out. Yeah, so that's really good. And then, oops. Next month are these 2 pages, so it shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Then I did some water painting in the Magic Painting books because, again, my hands. So this is the Jungle Magic Painting book, and I did the title page for Title Page Tuesdays in the Facebook group that I co-host. And then I also did the Monarch Butterflies and the Chameleon. And how cool is the color gradient on that? I love that this book does fun things like that, and you don't know it's going to be like that until you activate the water, the paint. And I also did the parrot and the monkey, and that's it for that book. And I also did some in the Dinosaurs Magic Painting book. Oh, can you hear the kookaburras? I really hope you can hear that. I've been trying to record them and I keep being too late. Normally they get louder than that, but anyway, we'll see if they laugh again. So, Dinosaurs Magic Painting book. I did, again, the title page for Title Page Tuesday. And then I also did this one with the babies and the mum. And this one where they're all having some lunch. And that's it. Then we have Dragons with Pets, and this was the first page I coloured in this book, and I did it for AC Palette Challenge. So that is where I choose a palette card out of Sarah Renee Clark's colour cubes, and we all color anything we like using those colors. So that is this page. Sorry about the noise. I have the window open and obviously it's a bit noisy outside today. Yeah, so Copic markers, and that's all. Oh, and white gel pen. But yeah, I thought it turned out really well. It's really bright and vibrant, and all just using the colors from a palette. Then we have Adorable Girls by Rada Prince, and this is one of my favorite books, and I have been coloring the I've been coloring the pages using the prompts from Nirma Coloring's prompts each month, and this month was Blue Hair Red Lipstick, and I colored this page again using my Copic markers, some white gel pen which has turned a bit pink, and some metallic gel pen as well. And I usually do the eyes with clear glaze, but I haven't done that. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the colors and everything turned out with this one. Then we have Mini Mania, and this is another hashtag that I came to late, so I've been trying to catch up on that. And so this is Mini Mania Volume 1 by Gabby Wolf, and the hashtag is Complete Mini Mania, and again a page is chosen every month and we all colour that page towards finishing the book. So I think this was a catch-up page. I think it's so cute. Oh, I just love these books. She's just released number 4 and I do have all of them now. But yeah, I'm working on number 1. So again, throughout this book, it will be Copic markers, various gel pens with embellishments of like stardust on the little bee's wings, and metallic, and clear glaze on the windows, things like that. So there's that one. Then this one was actually the page for the month. And I don't know how I came up with this color palette, but I really like it. I'm really, really happy with this page. It just feels happy and fun. And I had just refilled a couple of my Copic markers, and you can see that they bled quite a bit because they were so super juicy, which is a bit disappointing, but I still really love the page. Some metallic bits on there as well. Then we have another catch-up page, which is this one. I don't love this one as much. I don't really love the colours I chose, but that's okay. Oranges and yellows really aren't my favourite colours, but yeah, it's okay. And then this one, I tried to make it feel like autumn. So I did, you know, those sorts of colours. And then I can't get away from my pastels. I just love them. They're some of my favourite colours. So yeah, there's that. And then one last catch-up page was this one. And again, my brown was still super juicy and bled a bit, but I'm happy I was able to kind of get the reflection of the light on the trees and the water, and yeah, it's okay. It's not the greatest, it's not the worst, it's okay. So there we go. So I'm caught up on that one too. And we do have a few more. So this one was a buddy colour. So I have done a couple of buddy colours again. And I'm still really limiting myself. I'm only doing one a month because I just can't handle pressure and stress at the moment, especially. And I just feel like emotionally, physically, everything, I'm sort of only just getting through the days. So yeah, I just don't want to add any unnecessary pressure. And when I add pressure to my colouring, it just makes it feel like a chore, and then I lose the joy in one of my favourite things to do. So I'm really not doing that. But this page was a buddy colour with the beautiful Nikki from New Zealand. And I thought it was fitting seeing in April we have Anzac Day, which stands for Australia and New Zealand Army Corps, and it is when we celebrate all the soldiers who have fought for us, particularly in the World Wars. But yeah, so World War One. So Australia was a federated country in 1901, and then World War One, a decade or so later, was the first time that Australians went to fight in a war as a federated country. It was kind of almost like the making of our modern country. And so it's a really important day to Australians, and we celebrate with New Zealand as well because we are allies, we're close countries. Even though we do have a fun sort of rivalry, we are good mates with our friends across the sea. So yeah, that's on the 25th of April, and that is the day that the Australian and New Zealand troops landed at Gallipoli during the war, and it was a massacre. The British basically sent us to be slaughtered on their behalf, but anyway, we are very proud of our soldiers. And anyway, I'm totally just everywhere in this video. I'm so sorry. It's going to be a long video. I'm just going to blame the brain fog from fibromyalgia. Whether it is or not, I don't know. But Nikki and I did... Sorry, friends. Nikki and I did a buddy colour together, and Nikki chose a page out of 50 Farmers Miniatures, and we did the tractor. So that was fun. Again, Copic markers, metallic gel pens, really simple but lots of fun. And this is Nikki's, which looks so good. She did such a great job. So thank you, Nikki, for buddying with me again. It's always a pleasure, and I know that we will do one again sometime in the near future. Then we just have a few more. We have Frogs and Friends, the colour along that Disney Meg's Colouring and I co-host together in our Facebook group and here online and Instagram. And the page that we coloured for April was this one with the dragonfly and the frog on the lily pad. And I wanted to use like swampy colours because I'm trying to do lots of different colourways in this book. It is from Chris Reiniak's Frogs and Friends Volume 2. This book as Volume 2, like this, is only available as PDFs. And I'll put the link to that in the description. But if you do want a printed book, there is also just a Frogs and Friends book on Amazon by Chris Reiniak, and it actually has all the pages from Volume 1 and Volume 2 together in the one book. So you can also find the pages from this in there as well. Yeah, so I wanted to choose swampy colours, do a bit of a different feel. My goodness, my brain is fried. And yeah, as you've probably seen, I've done quite a lot of pages that when they don't have backgrounds, I like just doing sort of an outline. Sometimes I fill in the gaps as well to make it look a bit more sort of like a sticker, I guess. But this one I just did outlines, and I saw someone's channel who saw someone else do it, but I can't remember who it was anymore. But anyway, I really like the look of it, so I do it quite a bit, especially in these books. So I've used my Copic markers, my white gel pen, and some glossy accents, which hopefully you can see some shine, and it's actually raised up a bit. So glossy accents is the actual name of the product. I remember for a long time when I first started colouring and seeing people's videos, they would talk about glossy accents, and I thought they were just adding accents that were glossy. I didn't realise it was the actual product name. So it's made by Ranger Ink, and it is called Glossy Accents. So yeah, that's that. Two more. We have 50 space-themed miniatures, and this was just a colouring page I wanted to do. It has been part of a hashtag, but I'm not really following along with that at this point, so I just did it myself, and I used all pinks and purples and reds. I tried to make it look like the hearts were lit up and like these bits were lit up, but I'm not so sure I was very successful. And I kind of did a different take on the background this time. Rather than just one outline, I kind of did a bunch so that the alien and the ship were sort of highlighted, but there was still some dark background on the space sections. And again, Copic markers, various metallic gel pens and white gel pen. And then the very last one is the whole book color along that is part of the Facebook group. And we are colouring through Magic Jars by Colouring Book Cafe. Now this book has actually also been released by, I think, Colouring Heaven. It's also called Magic Jars. It does have a different colour. I'm assuming from the fact that the illustrations are all the same, that it's by the same illustrator. But I don't think this actually even tells you who the illustrator is. And this one. No, it doesn't. So, yeah. So I guess if you have that book, you could also colour along, but it is only for members of the Facebook group. So if you'd like to join us, come and join the group. So in April, we coloured the snails. And I was so disappointed with how my berries turned out. I had this idea of these beautiful, rich berries and in colour, rich in colour. But anyway, this is how the page turned out. It's okay. It's not great. But all my favourite mediums again, Copic markers, white gel pen, metallic gel pen, and yeah, that's it. So they are all the pages and diamond paintings and everything I did this month. Again, I got so much done, but I also had a lot of time off, so I'm not sure how that happens, but there you go. That's just the mystery of Amanda's months in colouring. Who knows? So this has been a bit of a strange everywhere video. I hope it hasn't been too bad and that you enjoyed my insanity. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.